Okay, let's be serious now. So I'm gonna split this tutorial into two sections. We're gonna do trap hi-hats and we're gonna do boom bap hi-hats. So let's do the trap hi-hats first. So here's our little drum beat. Now trap hi-hats are all about the layers, so let's just fill every 2 steps. This is good, but now we're gonna add some more. A lot of people like to play with the pitches, so maybe they put something in the lower register. You do a quick one like this. There is something you should consider when changing the pitch of your hi-hats. If you go to the sampler, by default, it's in resample mode, and that states that the lower the sample is, the longer the duration. So this is fast, and this is slow. This is very slow. This is very fast. Now, if you go to the sampler and you change this mode to stretch, it's gonna have the same duration, but it's gonna change the pitch. So now it's the same speed. Now, I'm not saying which one is better, it's pretty much your preference, so. Trap hi-hats are all about the layers, so let's add some open hats as well. And you can also do rolls to make your hi-hats more interesting, but please don't overdo it. It can get annoying really quickly. If you do something like triplets, it adds more syncopation. Also, if you didn't know, if you highlight a long note and press Alt-U, you'll get this window, and you can use this time knob to change the divisions in the hi-hats. And I'm gonna make these ascendant pitches just for fun. Also, make sure to vary up the velocity and the padding to make it more interesting. These are a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down a bit. I'm gonna make this go up. And at these triplets, I'm gonna have it pan like this. Okay, let's move on to the boom bap stuff. So here is our very simple boom bap pattern. In boom bap, the hi-hats have a really human feel, so if you have a controller, I suggest you record them by hand. Let's do that now. Okay, there's a bit of latency on my keyboard, so this is a mess. But it does sound human. It is a bit tedious, but you can go in and move these notes around to get them perfect. If you don't have a MIDI controller, there's another way to do it just by clicking. So let's fill out our pattern first. We'll go to the piano roll. We highlight everything, and when we go Alt-Q, we have the quantizer open, right? And the quantizer is usually for moving notes onto the grid, but if you go here, there's a lot of templates that you can use that changes up the grid pattern. Personally, I like to use this preset called 16 Ragged. If you look at the bottom closely, you can see that the notes are a bit off the grid, and it even changes the velocity. The only thing I like to do is just bring up the velocity so it's a bit more compressed. Another one I like to use is MPC1. This one gives it a bit of swing. So let's put some open hats in. In boom bap, the hi-hats mimic real drums, and in a real drum set, there's only one hi-hat cymbal, so you can't really have an open hat and a closed hat at the same time like in trap. So what we do to make this sound like one hi-hat cymbal is first we delete the overlapping notes. Then when we go to our sampler, on this third tab, there's something called cut itself. You're gonna be associated with the number. You go to our second one, we're gonna give it that same number. So what that means is when the closed hat plays, the open hat turns off right away. And make sure you adjust the pitch so that the two hi-hats sound similar. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you comment below what tutorial you want to see next, and I'll see you guys soon.
If you have any suggestions, leave a comment. If you like this video, leave a like. If you really like this video, subscribe. If you didn't like this video, leave. Just leave. Get out of here.